After Jacob had 4 dogs under his care, he believed he would need to stop there due to his limited financial resources. However, his passion for helping other stray dogs would not allow him to give up. His kind-heartedness soon became known among the local strays, who began to approach him in larger numbers, sensing that he was a friend to those in need. In less than a year, Jacob found himself caring for more than 15 dogs, creating a lively and joyful scene on the street. To express their love and support for him, the dogs would visit every day. Sometimes they would arrive at different times, while at other moments they would all coincidentally gather around him, wagging their tails and vying for his attention, eager for affection. Beyond his desire to help the stray dogs, Jacob found immense happiness in their companionship. The presence of these dogs brought light into his life, filling the emptiness he once felt. Even though he had to carefully ration the small portions of food to ensure that all his furry friends were fed, he felt a profound sense of gratitude for the role he played in their lives. He made a promise to himself that he would do everything within his power to care for them and never abandon them, no matter the circumstances. Every time the dogs visited him, Jacob played with them and fed them with genuine joy, blissfully unaware of the deep impact their companionship had on his life. Through his bond with Max and the other strays, Jacob discovered a renewed sense of purpose and belonging, proving that even in the most challenging situations, love and kindness can create unbreakable connections. As the seasons changed, Jacob's relationship with his canine companions grew deeper. The dogs not only provided him with friendship, but also served as a reminder that loyalty and love could thrive in the unlikeliest of circumstances. Jacob began to view each dog as a member of his family, forging a unique community among the pack. They helped him reclaim a sense of dignity, as he realized he could still make a difference in the world, one small act of kindness at a time. Jacob's presence on the street began to ripple through the neighborhood. People started stopping to take notice of him and his pack of dogs. They marveled at the sight of Jacob, always smiling, surrounded by his furry friends, and many began to approach him with gifts of food and supplies. They would bring dog food, old blankets, and toys, recognizing the special bond Jacob had formed with his canine companions. Children from the neighborhood loved to visit and play with the dogs, bringing laughter and joy to both Jacob and the animals. In this way, Jacob not only provided a safe haven for the strays, but also fostered a sense of community among the residents. They would gather around him, sharing stories, laughter, and food, transforming what was once a lonely existence into a vibrant hub of love and connection. Jacob's life became a testament to the power of compassion, as he demonstrated that even those with the least can give the most. As time went on, people in the neighborhood began to take notice of the ever-growing number of stray dogs that visited Jacob each day. They were puzzled by this unusual phenomenon and couldn't quite comprehend the special bond he had formed with these animals. Whenever passers-by caught sight of the throng of dogs gathered around him, they would inevitably turn their heads for a closer look, intrigued by the heartwarming scene unfolding before them. One sunny afternoon, while Jacob was busy feeding and playing with his furry companions, a woman in her late 20s approached him. At first, Jacob assumed she was coming over to offer him some money, as many people often did out of kindness. However, to his surprise, she had a different purpose in mind. She wanted to ask him some questions. This woman had been one of those observing Jacob's unique relationship with the stray dogs, and her curiosity got the best of her. With genuine interest, she asked him why he always had so many stray dogs visiting him daily. Taken aback by her question, Jacob felt compelled to share his story. He opened up about his past, detailing his deep love for animals and his relentless desire to make a positive difference in their lives, despite the challenging circumstances he faced as a homeless beggar. The woman listened intently, her eyes widening with compassion as Jacob recounted his experiences. Moved by his heartfelt story, she asked if she could share it on social media. Coincidentally, she was a social media influencer with a considerable following. Jacob, sensing the opportunity to spread awareness about his plight and the importance of caring for animals, agreed wholeheartedly, hopeful that his story could inspire others to lend a helping hand to those in need. Days later, when the woman posted Jacob's narrative online, it went viral, reaching hearts across the globe. People were deeply touched by his past and the challenges he had overcome. Jacob had always harbored a passion for animals since childhood. Before becoming a beggar, he ran an animal shelter that initially flourished, bringing him immense joy as he helped countless animals find loving homes. Unfortunately, when government funding was abruptly cut and donations from well-meaning volunteers dwindled, he faced the heartbreaking decision to close the shelter. While some animals were fortunate enough to find new homes, limited resources meant that he had to make the gut-wrenching decision to euthanize several animals who could not be accommodated. This devastating experience weighed heavily on Jacob, filling him with a deep sense of guilt and shame. He felt as if he had failed the helpless creatures who depended on him for care and protection, and this overwhelming guilt sent him spiraling into severe depression and alcoholism. Eventually, this downward trajectory led him to the streets, where he began his life as a beggar. However, when the public saw how Jacob continued to care for the animals he loved, despite his dire circumstances, a wave of compassion swept across the community. People from all walks of life began sending financial donations to help him escape homelessness. The outpouring of support from strangers was so overwhelming that Jacob struggled to believe it was truly happening. Grateful for the generosity he received, he slowly but surely turned his life around. With the help of compassionate individuals and the funds raised through social media, Jacob was able to get off the street and rekindle his passion for helping animals in need. Today, Jacob stands as a beacon of hope for many. He remains steadfast in his commitment to assist as many animals as possible. Each day, he feeds stray dogs and takes in as many as he can accommodate in his modest home. His entire house, garden, and even his car are now filled with dogs in need, each one finding a safe haven and loving care with Jacob. It's truly inspiring to witness how he refused to allow his homelessness or financial struggles to extinguish his profound love for animals. While many individuals in his situation might have chosen to focus solely on their own needs and well-being, Jacob instead directed his energy and resources toward the welfare of those who couldn't advocate for themselves. His story serves as a powerful reminder that life's challenges cannot extinguish our passions or alter our true selves unless we allow them to do so. Jacob's journey continues to inspire others to show kindness and compassion, reinforcing the idea that even the smallest acts of love can create ripples of change in the world. He has become a symbol of resilience, proving that one can maintain hope and purpose even in the darkest of times. His heartwarming story encourages others to recognize the plight of those who are less fortunate, urging everyone to lend a helping hand whenever possible. Jacob now actively shares his experiences with local communities, spreading awareness about the importance of animal welfare and advocating for responsible pet ownership. He collaborates with local shelters to raise funds and resources, ensuring that no animal is left behind. His unwavering dedication to these animals has sparked a movement of compassion in the community, inspiring others to join him in his mission. Thank you for taking the time to watch this heartfelt story. If you've made it this far, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Your reflections on Jacob's incredible journey are invaluable. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any future inspiring stories.